Welcome to Your Life Story, a space to explore the journey from survival to authenticity. I'm Sajine, and here we dive into the raw truths of breaking free from the expectations we've grown up with, rediscovering our voices, and thriving after life's challenges. But this isn't just about my story, it's about life, from relationships and self-discovery to the messy, beautiful questions we all face. No topic is off limits here. So if you're ready to embrace courage, healing, and living life on your own terms, you're in the right place. Let's connect. Let's grow. Welcome to the journey. Before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. The podcast is for informational and inspirational purposes only. I'm not a licensed therapist, counselor, or medical professional, and the content shared here is based on personal experiences and insights. If you're facing significant challenges, please seek the support of a qualified professional. Remember, your journey is unique, and you deserve the care and guidance that is right for you. I'm so excited. Another week where we can discuss some of life's challenges, the things that I come up with. It's amazing the insight you get once you wake up. Today's title is going to be, When You Wake Up from the Fog, What You Can't Unsee Will Set You Free. So welcome back, everyone, to another deep and much needed episode. Today's episode is for anyone who has ever woken up one day and realized something is off. This isn't working anymore. I'm seeing things I never saw before. Why didn't I notice this sooner? You know, that's the moment when the fog lifts. And once it lifts, it never settles back the same way. People might tell you, oh, you're just overthinking. You're older, so you're becoming more negative. You're saying this because you failed. Or my favorite, you're just changing. Ooh, how many times did I hear that one? You've changed. And I was like, what do you mean I've changed? And what it was is I wasn't dumb anymore. I couldn't be manipulated, coerced, confused, taken advantage. Why? Because I had woken up. Something wasn't right. You know, the thing is, I'm really good at pattern recognition. And when I start seeing things and putting them together, I figure it out. And when I figure it out, I'm done. And then I move on. Of course, it is hard to get there. I'm not going to lie. It does get hard. Why? But what if it's not emotional? What if it's not age? What if it's not failure? What if you finally saw the truth? And no matter who tries to gaslight you back into the fishbowl, you can't unsee what you've seen. Today we're going to talk about that exactly. All right, first section I'm going to talk about is what the fog really is. The fog is the conditioned version of you. The version built by childhood expectations, the church you grew up in, a marriage you tried to save, a workplace that taught you survival, a society that rewards self-abandonment. The fog is not confusion, it's programming. Bear with me. Give it a try. I didn't think about it until it hit me, and then I was like, oh my goodness. I did not see it. And why? Because it was in the best interest for me not to see it. It keeps you doing what you've always done, even when it no longer fits, because it was never built for your true identity. The fog makes you believe, if I work harder, they'll see me. How many of you have done that? Oh my gosh, I've done that so much. I figured, how high do you want me to jump? I'll jump because you know what? They're going to recognize me and they're going to promote me. We've all been there, haven't we? If I stay quiet, they'll treat me better. No, They know you're quiet. They're just thinking, let's keep an eye on this one. As soon as that person doesn't do what I want, then we'll go after them. If I minimize myself, maybe I'll be accepted. Oh my gosh, how many times did us girls do that in school? If we made ourselves look like we were dumb, well, at least I didn't in some things. I loved being that bookworm. And yeah, I paid for it by the people who thought I should not be. But in other places, I've seen so many young ladies. They're smart, brilliant, and they're acting dumb. Like the only thing that's important to them is the basics, drinks, clothing. And I'm not saying those things are bad, because I think it's important for us to be multifaceted, meaning multidimensional, liking many things, right? But when you put away the intelligence just so people treat you better, per se, then it's not okay. If I don't rock the boat, I'll be safe. Oh my goodness, how many times do you just not move because you think you'll be safe? Well, I hate to break it to you. I don't think your health and your nervous system is doing okay for just sitting there and not rocking the boat, because there's always going to be some type of equal and opposite reaction, right? The fog protects the system, not the person. Let's think about that. Whew, that is a lot. That is a lot of things that come into our minds. No wonder we're exhausted, because we're checking off little check boxes to make sure that we don't look like we are going above and beyond. We're trying to be average instead of being where we need to be. Well, no longer. I will not be average. And if you want to be average, I'm not going to judge you. I'm here because I want to start having you see your clarity. I'm here if you want to grow, if you want to heal. If you don't want to, I will respect that. Just listen to me. And when you're ready, I'm here. And the whole community is here for you. But these are for the people who want to start saying, hey, I don't want to live like this anymore. I want more. Okay. Our next section is the moment you start noticing things don't add up. The moment is subtle. Maybe you notice the coworker who pretends to help but is actually competing. Well, we've already seen that, but gotta say it. The partner who says, I love you, but never shows up. That's just lip service. They just want to make it look like there's somebody. The church that preaches grace, but practices gossip. Oh my goodness. The amount of gossip I used to hear was brutal. And the thing is I was the one who was quiet and just didn't want to participate in it. So hence, I was now public enemy number one, because now they're thinking I'm too good, that I'm just stuck up. But no, I don't want to tear anybody down. I don't care how short somebody's skirt is, how long it is, how much makeup they have or don't, or what color the hair is or what isn't, if they know how to cook or don't, or that they work instead of staying home. You can name them, I can name it, and you can name a million things that they do. Well, not anymore. I don't like it. The friends who say, we're here for you, but disappear when you're rising. Oh boy. You know how many times when I was down, they were there for a little bit, but then after the fact, when it got really, really hard and difficult, they were gone. And now that I'm rising, it's even worse. But now they're just looking at me with disgust. Like, how dare you rise? And I'm thinking, wait a minute. I thought you said you were my friend. But that's not what they're thinking, right? They're thinking, how dare you rise when you should have stayed down? And I'm like, no. Because if God is with me, I'm going to rise. The family patterns that suddenly make too much sense. Now you start thinking, oh, who's the golden child? Who's the scapegoat? Who is whatever, And you think, oh, this is the one that's being picked on always. This is the one that never can do anything right. Or this is my best child. But at the same time, I can control them. So I can do whatever I want with them. But then sometimes the ones that are not following all the rules are the ones who see behind the patterns, right? And it's a tough one. The double standards at work. How many times have you seen it? They will tell you that you have to be so productive, but then one of them doesn't have to be productive or does half work on everything, and yet they still get all the accolades while you did one little tiny thing that didn't sound like what they wanted, and now you have to have the talk of how you shouldn't have named it. And you're thinking, wait a minute, weren't you the one who gave me the directive and now you're telling me no? And then you hear the words, I don't even remember. And you're thinking, oh my goodness, this is terrible. Or the rewriting of history by someone who hurt you, right? There's that person who hurt you and now says that they're the victim and you were the instigator. And you're thinking, wait a minute, how in the world? And you know how they do it? They make you react and make you look crazy. So boom, you fell into the trap and now you're the one who's blamed. You start connecting the dots. You start asking questions. I ask a million questions and I get people who get so upset at why I ask questions. But you know what? If I understand what the assignment is, then I can do better. You know, if you stop asking questions, you're just basically, some type of clone, drone, whatever you want to call it, who just keeps just doing whatever is told. And then you never ask. And then once you get exhausted and pass out, per se, then they just put somebody else, right? It's not okay. So suddenly you're not in the fog anymore. Now you've stepped into clarity. And this is where I'm here for you. I want you to know that I'm here to bring you solutions, clarity. You have always had it, that power inside of you. I'm just here to help bring it out so that way you can move forward. Because that is the epiphany I had today. I was jogging and I thought, you know what? And this is after hearing some motivational speeches. I love hearing them. And yeah, you might say, oh, that's just a whole bunch of fluff. But you know what? No, there's times when when you listen to it, it actually talks to you. And you're right. I'm like, why do I think I have nothing good to give? I spent decades thinking I had nothing, that I was just some plain Jane. I had nothing to give. But if that's the case, then why were they always after me? Or why do they always tell me that, you know what, I'm just awesome, but not awesome enough so I can move forward or do anything? It's because they knew I had all of that stuff that I needed, but I didn't, because they made it sound like I was just not there, that it wasn't just, that intelligent person that could do that. Why? Because I don't know about you, they always bring out, oh, do you have college education? Do you have your master's, PhD, whatever now? And you're thinking, wait a minute. If I could, I would. Because in all honesty, schooling is so expensive. And I don't know about you, but I remember like 70% of the people that I knew were all college graduates. And they had to take the job what they could because bills come. Creditors don't care if you went to school and you graduated and you have a cute little cap and gown and your little certificate. They're like, I don't care. Just give me the money and let's go. And I don't know how many people would like to just stay homeless with their little college degrees, diplomas, just until you get the job that you need. It just doesn't happen. And then to have the people have that much power to tell you if you can grow or not, shame on them. Now we're going to move into our other section here. It's the pain of awakening. People think awakening is beautiful. It is eventually. But at first, it hurts. It's ugly. It is so raw. Because waking up means you lose people you thought were loyal. This is painful. The amount of people that do a mass exodus from you because you thought they were loyal. I mean, they're doing you a solid because now they kind of broke up with you without you even having to tell them. But still, it makes you sad how much negativity and users, manipulators you had around you. You realize someone you trusted was actually just manipulating you. That hurts. Because in your mind, you thought, oh, I was smart. I knew who the takers were. But then after that, you think, oh my goodness, this one was a really good actor or actress. And they had that really wrapped really well that I did not see it. And then you think all those years were just a fake farce, something that never existed. So why did they waste your time? I think that's the most painful one. They wasted the good years. You see a long pattern of abuse that now feels obvious. I don't know about you now. I see the abuse that was there, but because we weren't taught to see it when we were younger, I didn't see it. I just thought I just had to perform better every time. Had to be better. Had to, be a better person. Work on myself. None of those things are wrong. It's wrong when somebody is just there to see if they can abuse you, keep you all in the fog. You discover you've been overperforming and under-recognized for years. I now see how much laundry or other stuff I did because I thought that's what was expected being a wife, or how much I cooked. And now I think, wait a minute, we were two adults. I think you can do your own laundry. You can help me in the kitchen, cleaning. It's a duo effect here. And mind you, once my ex started cheating on me, he told me I was not allowed to touch his laundry, or that I was not allowed to be in my room. And I was thinking, wait a minute. If you were always able to do your own stuff, why did you make me do it? And then I'm like, it's just that he liked to see how much I jumped to overperform. Or the times I did it at work, doing the overperforming. And then the love or promotions. Nothing came. You finally understand why your body was exhausted. This is the hard one. You know how tired you get? You get so tired. You get sick. Your body does all these weird things. You gain weight, lose weight. You don't do anything, or your hair falls out, or just too much hair. I mean, it just starts going all whacked out. Then your body pains, no pains, not hungry, everything. And the hardest part, you see your old self, the version of you who tolerated things she didn't deserve. But that grief is also power, because you are meeting the version of you who refuses to live blind anymore. Next section. You're not negative, you're awake. People will accuse you of being dramatic, sensitive, bitter, cold, ungrateful, rebellious, or through a phase. Why? Because your clarity threatens the comfort of the systems they benefit from. When you wake up, your truth exposes their illusions. It's not that you're older. It's not that you're jaded. It's not that you're changed. It's that you can finally see. You outgrew the fishbowl. You realized the water was dirty. You realized you were made for the ocean. So keep going. I don't care how many times it told me grandma, or that I was ugly, fat, bitter, ungrateful, sensitive, or rebellious. You know, if rebellious means choosing myself and my God, then I guess I am. But you know what? I'm not going to tell it to you because you're probably recording me, because remember, they're recorders. Next section, what to do when you can't unsee the truth. Here are the steps I want you to practice. 1, acknowledge the truth fully. Don't shrink it, don't soften it, say it clearly. I see what this really is. 2, release the guilt. You didn't fail. The situation lasted its purpose. 3, add boundaries where there was none. Waking up without boundaries is like leaving your door open at night. Oh yeah, I love my boundaries. 4, start documenting what you observe. Patterns become undeniable when written down. 5, shift from reacting to strategizing. The fog makes you emotional. Clarity makes you powerful. 6, don't try to re-enter the fishbowl. You don't fit there anymore. 7, allow your life to expand, because it will if you stop dimming your inner knowing. Next section. You're not alone and you're not crazy. Let me say this loudly for anyone who needs it. You are not imagining it. You're not exaggerating it. You're not being dramatic. You're not becoming difficult. You woke up. You saw behind the curtain. You connected the dots, and now you're free. Awakening is not the end of your old life. It's the beginning of the real one. Here's my 5 journal prompts for you. Write them down, and I think this will be helpful. 1, what truth have I recently seen that I can no longer ignore? 2, where in my life does the fog still try to pull me back? 3, which patterns became clear and how did I respond? 4, what part of my identity is emerging as I wake up? 5, what boundary or decision would honor my clarity right now? We'll be moving into our little guided meditation here. I believe you will love. Let's sit down, lay down, wherever you feel like you can actually take some time and relax. Close your eyes. Place your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath in and release. Imagine a fog around you, thick, heavy, familiar. With every breath, the fog begins to lift. You see outlines, then shapes, then color. Now imagine a soft, warm light rising inside your chest. This is clarity. This is truth. This is your inner knowing. Feel it expand. Feel the warmth travel to your shoulders, your jaw, your back. Anywhere you used to carry confusion or self-doubt. Let the fog dissolve. Say quietly, I trust my clarity. I honor what I see. I choose truth over comfort. And most importantly, I choose myself. Take one last deep breath. And return to the room renewed, grounded, and awake. This feeling makes you feel at peace. I want you to know this. Your clarity is your birthright. Your intuition is your compass. Your awakening is your liberation. You're not here to live asleep. You are here to live awake, fully, purposely, and powerfully. And today, you took another step into your clarity life. I want to say thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of Your Life Story with Sajine. I hope it gave you something to think about, feel, or explore on your own journey. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share it with someone who might need it or reach out to connect. And if you're looking for deeper information, it will come your way. Go ahead and check out my Instagram. My podcasts are on Spotify or YouTube. Check out my information. I'm here and I want to offer solutions. Because if I did it, you can too. Until next time.